Hey guys, and welcome back for another video. Today I have a tarot deck that I want to show you. It's kind of a darker tarot deck, perfect for this season. But before we jump into that, really quick, I have a few things that I just wanted to go over with you. The first thing is the Wisdom of the Shadow Oracle deck. And I'll put some pictures up here. It is on Kickstarter right now, and I'm really excited about this project. I consider myself a shadow worker, and I really strive to find decks that were created specifically for shadow work. They're really actually pretty rare and few and far between. And so this deck is exactly that. It's just a really deep deck for reflection and a guide to shadow work and inner healing in those different layers and just self-process. And I think that's so beautiful. And while you can do shadow work with any deck, or you can do shadow work with no divination tools whatsoever, I know that a lot of people really appreciate that guide or those prompts to help get started and get going. So I will put a link down below for the Kickstarter. They're doing really well. I would really like to see this get backed because then I can get my deck. But I'm really excited about it. I think it will help a lot of people. The artwork is absolutely beautiful. The artwork is by Jenny Han, and it is spiritually interpreted by Jessica Rochetti. And I will put a link to their Instagram and their Facebook and the Kickstarter and everything below. It's a 44 card deck. The artwork just looks amazing and intuitive, and the guidebook looks really in depth and really great for just step-by-step process of embracing that shadow. So I'm really excited about that. The other thing that I wanted to show you is my new, hopefully you can see it, I'm trying to get the reflection off there. This is my new, what is your name? Card holder. This is a card holder display tray that I got from the beautiful Havana over at Sparkle Divine Tarot. This is one of her Sparkle Divine creations. So not only does she make like card stands and earrings and jewelry and all this cool stuff, but she also does custom orders. So I shot her a message and I was like, hey, this is what's in my head. I have all these plant decks that are just giving me like green energy and like earth energy. And so we just talked it over, and she literally took what I had in my mind and like made it real. And now I'm holding it in my hands. So that's so awesome. And I will put a link to her stuff down below. Definitely check out her store. She's got a lot of amazing stuff, and she just teased a few things on Instagram. She's got some new stuff coming that looks really gorgeous too. So that's really exciting. Okay, so the tarot deck that I want to show you today, maybe you guys haven't heard of it. I always like to bring you guys new and exciting stuff, but this is a deck that I absolutely love. So today we are going to go over the Icarus Tarot, and it is by IHSquared. So the Icarus Tarot, it's based off the story of Icarus and like the wax wings and flying too close to the sun. But like in the guidebook, the artist talks about how Icarus is usually like a cautionary tale, but that's not how he interprets it. So basically he interpreted that story as having to kind of check in with yourself so you can stay focused and continue to fly high. So I absolutely love that. I've never really heard that specific interpretation of the story. And I love that story. So I was really excited about this. This deck is amazing. It's perfect for the darker season, although I use it all year round. This is the inside of your box. So it's got a really nice, just little 2-part box here. The cards are like 350 GSM cardstock with matte black edges. They're like laminate with like a raised back. Look at that backing. It's gorgeous. And they feel, I don't know what the name is. Give me 1 second. Let me look. Okay, so it said that this is a satin matte laminate cardstock with a UV spot coating on the backs here. But it just feels absolutely amazing. I love cardstock like this. It's regular tarot card size. So this is a 28 card deck. It is based off of the Rider-Waite-Smith system. So it's got the 22 major arcana, and then it has 6 cards that are of the artist's own interpretation. And so they're kind of meant to be used to like complete the reading. So like, let me show you some of the extra. Look at these cards. They're just absolutely gorgeous. Oh, that's the World card. Let me get one of the Oracle cards. Here we go. But I absolutely love this artwork. It's amazing. And we'll flip the camera around and go through this, but but I just wanted to show you a few of these. So even though this is just the major arcana, combined with the oracle cards that he put in, you can get really full readings from this. But how I use this deck is that like often I'll use it combined with one of my other decks and like pull one of these cards as kind of like the atmosphere or the vibe of the reading. But I have done whole readings with just this deck. I really like this deck. I absolutely love it. It's perfect for the Halloween, for Samhain, for the darker part of the year, but I definitely use this all year around. And it is a darker deck, but it has like these really eye-catching pops of color that I really like. And the readings are really well-rounded too. So I got this, and then also the High Priestess. These stickers came along with it, which is awesome. I know that they also sell like t-shirts and like other merchandise. The artist, I guess I don't know if it's a girl or a guy, I'd have to look. The artist's artwork is absolutely amazing. This is the guidebook that comes along with it, and at first, and it's really beautiful. It's more like a high-end magazine, actually. So I'm just going to read this to you. Death. Endings, change, rebirth, shedding the unnecessary, starting a new cycle. Death lurks beneath our consciousness at a primal level. Like Leviathan beneath the surface of the water, the thought of death is inexplorable, inescapable, and forever casts a shadow on all we experience in life. The fear of death influences our psyche, our emotions, and the thought processes. All things will end, and that is the energy of the Death card. Death represents an ending, but not the end. In truth, nothing dies. They only transition, and the cycle begins again. The ending of one cycle is a necessity for the next to begin. Death represents a time of changes, the end of one time and the beginning of another. It's a transition from an outlived state to a better place, a better job, a new opportunity, the cutting of dead weight, or tying up loose ends, of closure, finishing the unfinished. So, and it goes on, there's more here, but it's really great. And the ending here, it says, though death is inevitable, final and inescapable, it is not the end of a cycle. It's simply a new beginning. So I really like that because so many people are afraid of the death card, especially like when people first get a reading or first start reading for themselves. So I really like this. The interpretations in this book are really great, actually. So this is a great little book. And even though this is just the 28 cards, when I really love a deck, I'll go ahead and pick it up because sometimes they'll come out with the expansion pack. I'm really hoping that that happens and they'll do like the other 56, the minor arcana to add to this. But yeah, this is like the perfect deck for this season. I'm so excited about it. Let me know if you've seen it before, if you have this deck, how you use it. Yeah, just leave me a comment down below. Let's flip the camera around and we'll go through this.